Just like oil and water, there are some things that don't mix. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst TV show crossovers. For this list, we'll be looking at instances where different television universes came together only to deliver strange, disappointing, or in many cases, head-scratching results. Now, let's cross the streams. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Number 10. Supersized Power Rangers Team-Up, Power Rangers Super Megaforce, and Power Rangers franchise. What should have been the ultimate love letter to the Power Rangers franchise instead became the ultimate disappointment to fans everywhere. Celebrating the Rangers' 20-year anniversary, a legendary reunion was primed to take place on Power Rangers Super Megaforce.
Mystic Force? Jungle Fury and Ninja Storm?
And Samurai. They are all here.
The potential for greatness came from the much-anticipated final battle with Emperor Mavro and his X-Borgs that would see the return of every past Power Ranger ever.
I knew it. I've dreamt about this.
However, despite its nearly 2-year build-up, the mega melee turned into a 2-minute letdown. Making matters worse, various errors were clearly visible, including voices being synced with the wrong characters. Maybe they'll get it right at the 40-year mark?
Well, it's time for us to leave. We'll always be with you.
Thank you.
Number 9. Baywatch Meets the WCW, Baywatch and World Championship Wrestling.
Hey, Macho, race you to the pier, brother. Let's do it, brother.
How do you make a mid-90s lifeguard melodrama even more campy? Easy. Just insert some professional wrestlers.
Oh my god, it's Hulk Hogan.
What do you know? I did get to heaven.
You're right.
I'm in heaven?
No, you're Hulk Hogan.
Here, legends of the squared circle, Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage joined up with the Baywatch folks to save a local youth center. How exactly? By challenging the building's new owners to a battle for supremacy, of course.
You should put your money where your sorry excuse for a mouth is, Flair.
Hey, Hogan, as usual, your words hit harder than your fist, man.
A fight, one-on-one, no holds barred, winner take all. All this property, Flair.
It should be noted that the evil developers are fellow wrestlers Nature Boy Ric Flair, Kevin Sullivan, and Big Van Vader. And while the marquee matches were actually taped at a WCW beachside pay-per-view event, the episode didn't air until nearly a year later, at which point Vader had left the company and was working with the competition. Talk about a losing promotional effort.
Hulkamania rules! We did it for the kids, for the youth center. What you gonna do? Woo!
Number 8. Roseanne's Absolutely Fabulous Daydream, Roseanne and Absolutely Fabulous. When the Connors kicked off Roseanne's 9th season by winning the lottery, ending their blue-collar existence, it was the catalyst for a series of strange episodes that followed.
There they are over there. That's $108 million lottery winners. They'll be coming from their fingers like ticker tape by the time I finish them.
One such peculiar outing featured the heavy partying duo from popular British sitcom Absolutely Fabulous. And while Roseanne and Jackie drinking with Patsy and Eddie at a ritzy social soiree was sort of fun, things concluded on a rather odd note when the episode's events were revealed to have been a dream.
Hey, Pat!
Need any help with those drinks?
Yeah, thanks, old man.
Which begs the question, do Eddie and Patsy really exist in Roseanne's world? Or does the daydream null all that? Just another of life's mysteries.
I feel a little woozy.
Oh, drink it off, sweetheart. Drink it off, sweetie.
Number 7. CBS's Shameless Crossovers, Cosby, Becker, Everybody Loves Raymond, and The King of Queens. CBS's marketing team clearly felt honesty was the best policy when they built a crossover event in the late 90s as Shameless Crossover Monday. Unfortunately, sly advertising wasn't enough to make sense of the multi-show publicity stunt.
You're injured all of a sudden? Very original.
You're just jealous because you didn't think of it first.
You see, throughout the night, the stars of Cosby, King of Queens, and Everybody Loves Raymond found themselves getting injured. This led Becker in the final episode of the night to find Hilton, Doug, and Ray in his waiting room.
Oh, it's not my fault. The guy stopped short. You hit him from behind. It's definitely your fault.
Hey,
It's your fault. It's totally your fault.
It's a bit of a stretch that all of these characters share the same doctor, though, given they live in completely different boroughs of New York. CBS didn't seem to initially mind, as they later did a follow-up special titled, you guessed it, Even More Shameless Crossover Monday, though the cameos were later removed from the syndication and DVD edits. Number 6. Brand integration gone wrong. Jessie meets Spidey. Jessie and the Ultimate Spider-Man.
How long is this gonna take? We're losing valuable trick-or-treating time.
Well, if someone, Emma, hadn't left her homework assignment to the very last day, we wouldn't have to be here.
Being a Halloween special isn't a solid excuse to house a crossover between two shows with little to nothing in common. And yet, that's exactly what happened with Ultimate Spider-Man's Halloween Night at the Museum episode.
Oh, great. This is what I have to work with? 4 kids and a girl completely out of her league.
Well, I learned a long time ago, never trust a weirdo in a mask.
It's here that we see old Spidey team up with the cast of Disney Channel's comedy series Jessie.
Don't panic. Just stay calm and... Oh, you're not. And you are.
When you've wrangled those kids like I have, a dinosaur is easy.
With the episode starting off live action and turning animated, Jessie finds herself in trouble with the villainous Morgan Le Fay and needs Spider-Man's help to save the day. Sure, that makes sense, except of course for the canon implications, continuity consequences, and, oh yeah, overall logic.
Are we safe?
If Nick Fury asks, we were never here.
Number 5. Mexican standoff between a bat, a hornet, a robin, and a valet. Batman and the Green Hornet.
The Green Hornet! And the Caped Crusaders!
In Season 2, Batman and Robin come face to face with the Green Hornet and Kato as the crime fighters set out to bring down an illegal stamp ring. Instead of teaming up, the Caped Crusaders view the out-of-towners as criminals, which is quite the departure from their friendlier encounter during a window cameo in an earlier episode.
What are you doing here?
I might ask you the same question.
Pursuing the enemies of law and order wherever they happen to be.
Aren't you in the wrong city?
On special assignment for the Daily Sentinel. You know my aide, Cato?
After busting Colonel Gum and his cronies, the 4 men proceed to duke it out against each other.
It's a good thing those guys aren't in town every week.
What is perhaps the most ridiculous of all is the sidekick showdown in which Robin, played by Burt Ward, actually got some licks in against Kato, played by Bruce Lee. Not only is that unbelievable, but it also ends up being the cops who bring the whole thing to a halt. Number 4. Bart Simpson pranks Jack Bauer. The Simpsons and 24. The Simpsons apparently weren't content with just spoofing fellow Fox program 24. They wanted its star hero to join the shenanigans. And sure enough, while in the midst of helping prevent the release of a stink bomb, Bart's phone conversation is accidentally crossed with a call from Jack Bauer himself.
Chloe, I need those schematics now.
What? Who is this?
I'm Jack Bauer. Who the hell are you?
Me? I'm at duty.
Stuck in an ensuing gun battle, Bauer becomes the victim of a questionable prank call from our favorite spiky-haired troublemaker. It lasted all of 30 seconds, however, and while Jack would show up again in the episode's final moments, it meant nothing to the overall story.
Good work, Lisa!
What about me?
Bart Simpson, 12 minutes ago you made an annoying prank phone call to me. All units move in.
Well, at least they got Kiefer Sutherland to mutter his unofficial catchphrase.
Damn it!
Number 3. Teen Titans meet Powerpuff Girls. Teen Titans Go and the Powerpuff Girls.
Thank heavens, the Powerpuff Girls!
Who are the odd floating color-coordinated children?
The Powerpuff Girls!
Fans of the Cartoon Network's popular Teen Titans series were none too pleased when their beloved show was canceled and subsequently replaced with the aggressively juvenile Teen Titans Go. Those same viewers were likely getting in some serious eye-rolling when it was announced that this new Titans iteration would be crossing paths with the Powerpuff Girls. And meet they did when the two teams were brought together by the troublemaker Mojo Jojo, who had taken up residence in Jump City.
Aw, don't be scared. We'll keep an eye on you until your mommy and daddy come pick you up.
We don't need babysitters, we need to stop Mojo Jojo! And I need to do the pinchies upon your widow cheeks!
Hey, we are superheroes, not babies!
Like most superhero team encounters, there was initial friction between the groups, but they managed to settle their differences in time to take out the bad guy.
Oh, yes, yes! The Powerpuff Girls are no more! You are not the Powerpuff Girls.
Harmless? Yes. Unnecessary? Very. Number 2. The Seinfeld Extended Universe? Seinfeld and Mad About You. Considered by many to be the greatest sitcom in the history of television, Seinfeld is fondly remembered for an abundance of celebrated moments, quotes, and characters.
This pirate trend that she's come up with, Jerry, this is going to be the new look for the 90s. You're going to be the first pirate. But I don't want to be a pirate.
However, one thing that seems to be forgotten, and perhaps for good reason, is the show's connection to another NBC comedy series. It was revealed on an episode of Mad About You that Paul Reiser's character was still subletting his old bachelor apartment. And so when he goes to settle the lease with the tenant, it's revealed to be none other than Cosmo Kramer. Yep, that Kramer. Serenity now, Seinfeld fans. Serenity now.
Hey, what happened to that Jerry guy who's living? He's writing a sitcom for NBC. Good luck to him.
Before we unveil our most unlikely number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. The Fresh Prince's cousin dates Blossom's brother. Blossom and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
This isn't Donkey Kong out here. This is real life.
You sound like my father.
This was a horrible idea. Why did you agree to go through with this date with me anyway?
Larry says hello on Different Strokes. Hello, Larry, and Different Strokes.
Hey, Larry! You big lug! How's the gold brick lieutenant?
Bill, you old son of a gun. How's my favorite insubordinate sergeant?
Couldn't be better.
Dr. Bombay makes a house call on Passions. Passions and Bewitched.
Calling Dr. Bombay. Calling Dr. Bombay. Emergency. Come right away. It's you! Just like in the TV show.
The Critic visits Springfield. The Simpsons and the Critic.
Hello, I'm Marge Simpson, and this is my husband, Homer.
Oh, nice to meet you, Marge. I saw your hair from the plane.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Seeley Booth's visions of Stewie Griffin, Bones, and Family Guy.
Why are you here at the bank, Booth?
It's rather fitting that television's most bewildering crossover is the result of a hallucination, seeing how many viewers probably thought they were having one of their own when it all went down.
It's impossible.
And yet we converse.
Oh!
Transpiring on an episode of the Fox dramedy Bones, FBI Special Agent Seeley Booth conjures up interactions with Stewie Griffin. You know, the blunt baby genius from Family Guy. Booth's delusions include Stewie steering him away from the idea of fathering a baby. The visions are later explained to be the result of a brain tumor, and Lois and Peter's baby boy was never seen or mentioned again. It's almost as if they wanted us to forget it ever happened in the first place, which is not a bad idea.
That was impossible.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.